campaign that was very similar to Fast Company, which is still around in print. When I think it was Time bought Business 2.0, and they decided to go completely online with it. And that was an interesting shift. I think the San Francisco Chronicle also just recently made that decision as well. Why are they doing this? I think it's because more and more people are looking for it online. That's not to say that there's still a huge following with print, but I think younger generations are shifting towards digital.
There is a codependency between old and new media, and I know it's difficult to completely define new media, but there's a codependency, a changing world. The future of the newspaper is a topic we can have a lot of fun chatting about.
Well, look at bloggers, how they've changed the face of them. I mean, you've got all of these people that have access to the world all of a sudden. They're speaking out to the world, and the world is listening. And that is causing a huge uproar in journalism. Traditional reporters, are people going to listen to them, or are they going to listen to the bloggers? Or is it going to somehow meld together in the future?
I think it will meld because, as you know, we have to. When you receive something in a blog, it may not be the truth.
Exactly.
If you write it down in the newspaper, the lawyer has probably taken a look at it if it's controversial. No question about that.
That's very
true.
true.
Your news editor says you can't run that because you don't know that for sure. I'm on a blog. You can just go blah 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 blah.
You would be surprised, though, or I was actually surprised when I first started doing my research on blogging. Now that was a long time ago, but watching the shift of how much clout bloggers actually have out there in the media. And the reason that is because agents are picking up the bloggers' content. They're also picking up the tweets, and the social media content is really heavily ranked in the search engines. So what happens is the public is stumbling across this information a lot faster sometimes than they're stumbling along the other stuff. So that information is getting out there in real time really quickly.
Exactly, and if you're an information junkie, hello. I was with my friend the other day who has an iPhone, and we were to a restaurant, and she pushed one of her new applications and said, what do you want? Chinese food, Korean food, cosmopolitan food, and it all came up. It was all there, the directions, everything, and when she didn't want to do it anymore, she shook the iPhone. It was like shaking sand. And another one came up. It was so cool.
I think that application, it's a free app that you can download to the iPhone, and it's called Urban Spoon, and it looks almost like a little slot machine with 3 different options, and it even tells you a cost range the restaurant comes up in. Like, it gives you a $1 sign, 2 or 3, and you can basically go, well, is it going to be expensive or cheap or whatever?
Well, then she was showing off because we were going across the Lions Gate Bridge. She said, oh, I'll just look and see what the traffic's like on the bridge. And up it came. Can the BlackBerry do that too?
Now, the BlackBerry does have traffic updates. I don't have a traffic update on this one, but I did download one, Fanny, that I think you're really going to enjoy. It's called My BlackBerry.
Oh.
Okay, now.
Well.
This
a
is
lady
kind
of the night,
This is kind of ironic. This one is, I actually had to pay $7 for this. So this doesn't
$7 forever or $7 a month?
$7 forever. It's called Pimp My BlackBerry. It basically, all it does, Fanny, I have to say this is a bit of a ripoff, but I wanted to show you anyways. I get to change the blinky light on my BlackBerry. And the reason why I think this is so funny is the difference between apps for BlackBerry and apps for the iPhone. I mean, BlackBerries, they say that they're so much more popular for business users. You're not getting all the fun games on these ones as you are on the iPhone, like the shaker and things like that.
Yes.
What is kind of cool, though, an app that I do really like on this, and it's a trend on smartphones across the board, is voicemail to text. So, yes, so this is really handy, because you know when you're on the phone and someone's and you're driving in the car, because I mean, if you're so busy, you're just, to get time to call into your voicemail, it's
You're supposed to be pulled over talking on your phone.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Oops, I'm busted.
But since you're not.
Oh no, I've got my earphone piece in.
Yeah, you're stuck in traffic. Yes.
Yeah, I'm stuck in traffic. But anyway, they've got, Rogers has an application out. It's by a company called Spinbox. You pay $6 a month. TELUS has visual voicemail, and that one is, I believe it's about that one's a little bit more expensive, it's about $15 a month. Or there's third-party ones. The one that I use on my phone is called Phone Tag, and it actually converts it to text, sends me a text message or an email. I get to pick what kind I want, and it'll send me the voice recording to my email if I want to listen to it later. Or I can call in too. I have all of those options. And that one's more expensive. It's $30 a month, but
But it works and it's efficient.
It works
makes
better
sense.
than all the other. And the key is when the voicemail is converted to text on all of them, the numbers are converted. So you can just scroll on your phone. Like I've got a couple samples here. Exit pimp my berry.
Exit. My grandmother
Yes,
was shocked.
I know.
Shocked.
I just thought that was the most hilarious name. That's why.
Well, the competition must be huge with these applications, I would think.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many free ones like Google Map, Google.
Yeah, Google has lots of different apps. They all have. iPhone,
Google
I think,
Earth.
has like over 100 different applications for it. The BlackBerry, I'm sure, has just as many out there. They're just not as well developed. But this is the sample of voicemail to text where you can actually get your phone number right in there. So all I have to do is click on the number to call to call out. So I don't have to write it down. It's just there.
Right.
That's the biggest feature.
I see. And they're doing that to make it simpler and to keep us out of
so much faster.
Having car accidents because we're doing things we shouldn't be doing in the car.
In my case, walking into walls sometimes. Just sitting there walking through a building.
Just too much. Well, there is a fear that the internet is harming our children's language skills and their spelling skills.
Yes. Yeah, I've definitely heard that criticism before, and I know that speaking from experience, spell check on computers and just in general that's already started to shift things. But the second fact that we're developing our own language. Texting, you want to be short, you want to be quick with things.
Right.
So like R is A-R-E is abbreviated to R. U is just the letter U.
Yes.
Kids are actually forgetting to talk like real people or spell like real people, and they're just texting away.
Oh, I know. I'm no cyber mama, but I can text.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And don't faint, but I can text because then I can talk to my children.
It's true.
So Massive Technology Show coming up April 1st, next Wednesday.
Yes.
Robson Square, you'll be there?
I will be there. Business for Technology. That's the theme.
Excellent. Nice to see you again. Lindsay Smith from Massive Media?
Yes.
You're the prez, right?
Yes, I am.
Any staff?
Yes.
All good.
I do. I have staff.
Okay, that's all good. Coming up, West is a cookbook and a fine restaurant. Its fine chef joins us. How he makes consomme interesting and squab one of your favorite meat dishes.
Urban Rush.
You'll really get to know some celebrities.
Do you have any video on you getting sweaty and weird?
I just saw Mike Eckford at the Yarn Barn.
Exactly.